Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. It's been a while. Life, happens, and I've been taking it mellow and slow, and I've been kind of in a funk, so I've been working through that. But today, we are trying, or tonight, it's nighttime, it's raining, it's kind of the perfect autumn evening to be doing this. We are doing, got the bright light here, let me see, English Chocolate by two friends. Now, I gotta be honest, the reason why I got this, because I just recently did a two friends. There's another chocolate. I can't. Maybe it's another English chocolate. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe they changed the label. I don't know. But we're gonna try this. And to be honest, the reason I got this was the tin art. I mean, how could I not? Anytime you see a pipe smoking bulldog, I'm gonna go for it. I don't care. This could be GLP's Cumberland Gap, which is the worst tobacco I've ever had. And if it had that tin on there, I would have bought it. So. And the reason I did is, number one, I love bulldogs. I had an English bulldog named Pete who recently passed away 2023, in March of 2023. No, April of 2023. So naturally I saw this and I'm like, well, I'm going to get this because Pete kind of looked like him. So I'm going to go with it. So I did, and I cracked the tin open. I did the false light. And I got to say, it's an interesting tin note. I don't know what I would call it. It's not like chocolate or cocoa or anything like that. I really don't know. And of course, I got kind of a cold going on. My daughter's sick, so I'm feeling a little under the weather myself. But I felt like I needed to do a video. It's been a while. So maybe I can't pull out all the tin notes here, but I don't know. It was just... It's an interesting... No, I can't place what the hell it is. So maybe if any of you have had it, maybe you can let me know. But I know one thing. As soon as I did the first light there, the false light or whatever you want, the charring, whatever you want to call it, you purists, whatever you call it. Right off the bat, I could get the Latakia note. Latakia. I always screw that up. I love that drives people nuts, though, when I say that, so at least we get some joy out of this. But anyway, this is, So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of velvety. I've said that before in the past. But anyway, this has, let me get the Shad of Solitude bifocals, focals, whatever you call them, readers. I'm blind as a bat these days. Let's see. Luxurious blend of finest red and bright Virginias, which you kind of expected. Turkish Latakia, which you expected. I don't know why. I didn't know what the blend really was. I mean, it says English chocolate. You'd think, duh, it would ring a bell, but it really didn't. I was just like, well, we'll see what this is. And it's just interesting. I can always get the Latakia note. And then we got personal to marry the flavors, blah, 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 blah. Preserved. Wow. Maybe I need better glasses. Tumbled into a broken flake. Blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. That's all you need to know. But the packaging is awesome. I mean, look at this. Pretty cool. But anyway, I just also got a shout out to... Let me just check my phone real quick. I think it was... Because there was an issue with my order, because I got it from tobaccopipes.com, right? And it was Jack. Jack reached out to me because they had an issue with the supply. And I was wondering that, because I ordered this... I think I ordered it last Friday or Saturday. And look at my eyes, look like giant saucers with these on, right? Like, look at this. Like, there's normal, and now look, boom. Like, it's crazy. I'm like blind. But so Jack reached out to me and said, hey, we got an issue with the order because we ran out of a supply, so to speak. Like, and there was only like, when I ordered, there was 2 left. So I typically order 2 tins, 1 to store, 1 to have. And Jack reached out to me and says, do you want me to cancel the order? Do you want the one tin or whatever and whatnot, and do you want to put it towards something else or whatever? And I said, yeah, just send me the one tin and refund me the rest of the money. And he did that, and so they did a good job reaching out and whatnot. So the only thing is, I wish they'd thrown in like a 1 ounce of something just to, not that I'm not going to buy from them again. I will. I've never had a problem with them, but I just wanted to give a shout out to them. I have no affiliation at all with them or anybody. Everything I buy on my own, and it's my opinion, and that's just the way I want to roll. But I don't mind a freebie every now and then. It's a Rhode Island thing, I guess, or a New England thing. Then again, it's a human thing, I think, right? Like every now and then we want a freebie. Now, I like the smokiness. Now, whatever note I'm getting now kind of matches what the tin note is, which is odd because that usually doesn't happen. But it's not like a chocolate cocoa note. It's like a... I don't know, and I don't know if I like it or don't like it. I'm leaning, I think, well, you know what, we gotta smoke this one. Just go from there. Also, I just wanted to point this out because someone made a comment on my last video because I was talking about this guy who I have a love-hate relationship with, and they confirmed the same thing that I've run into. It's great when it works, but it fails. At some point, it'll fail. You'll get a year, maybe 9 months out of it, and then it just shits the bed on you, and it gets clogged up in there. So I don't know. Figure that out because I really did enjoy this lighter, but I gotta say, this is tried and true. This Lotus one from Tobacco Pipes. This is, I know some people were looking and asking. It's called Lotus. I got this on tobaccopipes.com, and I think I mentioned it last time. But this has been my go-to, and it reminds me of my other lighter, my cigar lighter, which I've had for, I don't know, for hundreds of years. Since the latest, probably 2007. I probably got it back in 2007, maybe 2009. Somewhere around there, I got that lighter, and I've had it for ages, and it works, tried and true. Love that thing. It's got a few little hole punchers on the side. I use them all the time. Perfect. And then this one joins with it. And of course, I love my Zippos as well, but they're more for style these days than so much for function. But they're tried and true too. Like if I was outside smoking a pipe, I would obviously use that. Not this so much, because this can't deal with the wind so much. So if you want to try the Dissim one, go for it. Let me know how you feel, like what your experiences are with it. I like it. I just can't recommend it. But if you want to try it, let me know what your experiences is. Maybe they're different or whatnot. So sometimes it's hard to find a good lighter, especially for pipe smoking, I think. Although I've used Bics in the past too, and they work fine too. Matches too. I do like using matches. I don't do it that often though. And I think someone on my Instagram asked me about my Herb Booth jack-o'-lantern pipe, and that's where I got it a couple of years. Actually, when I started this channel, I think like almost 4 years ago, around this time, I got it. So if you want a jack-o'-lantern pipe from Herb, you gotta look him up. Find his Etsy. I don't have the link now. I'm not gonna do it. But I would order now. You might get it for Halloween. You might. I don't know. It's a custom pipe, so I think I ordered mine when I did it right at the end of August, and I was able to get it just before Halloween, if I remember right, with that, if you go back and watch the videos. But in any case, it is a cool pipe. I got a few surprises coming up. One is kind of a Halloween humorous one in the spirit of Redcoat's return. I think I'm gonna tell a tale that I think it's more amusing than anything else, to me at least. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Probably do it, just for shits and giggles, in a tribute to him. Also, I'm going to do an EDC video, which I have not done since I started the channel. That was one of the first videos I've done, and I haven't done that in a while, so I'm going to do that because I've been redoing my EDC and adding some new things. I got a new wallet, I got a new notebook cover, field note cover, and a few other things I'm working on. I got to fine tune it. I'm not quite there yet. So I'll probably do a video by the end of October, mid-October, on an EDC one. So look for that. The other thing I've been kicking around, and again, this goes back, we're going on the deep cuts here on the Shad of Solitude here, where back when I started this channel, I remember talking about getting a scooter or a motorcycle, couldn't decide, and for some reason, I have no idea how this happened. I guess this happens every now and then. You kind of go down a rabbit hole, like YouTube kind of just knows, like your phone knows, like actually I know what happened. There's a guy I follow on Instagram, where he's in England. He's riding his Triumph through the countryside, and it's beautiful and it's great. And you get in your head like, I want to do that. Now I had a motorcycle back in the day. I had a Suzuki GSXR 600 back in 2004. I got that, and I love that bike. The only problem is, you humped over on one of those rice rockets, and at this almost 48 years old, I can't do that. As much as I love those bikes, those are awesome, amazing machines, I can't do that. So I'm more of a chill thing. So the thing is, somehow, it came about on my YouTube recommendations. There was a new bike from Triumph, the 400X Scrambler. I like Scramblers, so I was like, oh, okay. And I like Triumphs too. I like that old classic bike for some reason. I blame Steve McQueen, and The Great Escape and all that. I think most of us guys can relate to that. And I don't know. I kind of like it. And I'm like, well, that's more my speed. I haven't ridden since 2009 maybe. So it's probably more my speed if I go the 400. Of course, you go down that rabbit hole, right? You see the 900 Scrambler, and you're like, well, I mean, I could do it. It's kind of the way it's, I don't know. So I'm going back and forth. It's probably going to be maybe a 400X Scrambler next spring. Maybe. We'll see. And of course, I'd add that content to the channel here. So I don't know. And of course, my BMX stuff has been on hold because my knees have gone to complete crap. So it's been a rough, I want to say since I got back from Alaska, it's been a bit rough. Like, I've just been kind of worn out and not in the mood to do much of anything. So I do apologize not doing many videos. I want to do them. I'm just getting motivated to do these things. It's tough at times. Back to the tobacco. Now, I don't know. I don't know. This has kind of got like a bitter taste to it. And not like bitter chocolate. I'm talking like it's like you take it in, you hold on to the smoke for a bit, and when you exhale it, well, I'm not inhaling it, I'm just puffing it out. When you puff it out, you get this, I don't want to say it like a bite, but like it's, I don't know. I think I'm undecided on this one, which is too bad because I really like the, if nothing else, at least I got a cool tin art that I'm going to put over here. I'll put it right there in the name of Pete, my bulldog. That's pretty cool because I like Junkyard Dog. That's a good one. And that has an okay tin art on it, but that's a more classy, kind of like a Sherlock Holmes bulldog, of course the Robert Downey Jr., which I think is kind of for a Sherlock Holmes series, but that's just my opinion. But they do have a bulldog as a pet in that movie, which was cool. I don't know. It's kind of like a combination of that soap note that I always talk about. I'm sure people are scratching their heads wondering what is he talking about. So it tastes like soap, or like if you, I guess the best analogy is if you washed a coffee mug and you put dish soap in there and you forget to wash it all out. Apparently, you British people do this. I never knew this. So you UK people, I'm not sure. I saw that on the internet on TikTok. But in any case, it's kind of like that. You get a little bit of excess soap on your mug, and you can kind of taste it when you sip your coffee, kind of thing. But it's also got that note that I can't describe what it is. So I apologize that this isn't the best review of this, and I'm very undecided, which I feel bad because I can't give you a solid answer. And I don't even think it's available anymore. I don't know. You might be able to find Two Friends English Chocolate, and I don't even know if I did. I'm looking over at the tin over there. Hold on. Hold that thought. Let's see what we got. Aha! So let's, all right. So apparently this is English chocolate pot deux. So I must have been fooled by the label and didn't realize I was doing this. So this is fascinating YouTube content for you folks. You can all scratch your head at me and say, well, he's a dummy, which I would agree with you. So let me just make sure. Same thing. So they just changed the labels. Well, let's just say, all right, not a good label. This does not appeal to me. And I don't think I really enjoyed this as much. So this makes sense now. So you forget. See, the problem is I get too much tobacco and I forget. Although Two Friends I know I did recently, I just didn't realize I did English chocolate. Well, look at that. Maybe my memory's slipping. In any case, much better art here, right? So we'll go with this. But considering this really is my second go-around, I think I'm still undecided. I'd have to go back and look at that video if I liked it or not. I probably said it's nothing to write home about if I had to guess. No, fascinating stuff here. Riveting pipe tobacco content right here. I look like a dummy. You get a good laugh. All good. No one's perfect. Now, I could be a goofball and kind of just not publish this, but I will. Why wouldn't I? Well, I guess the jury's still out on it. Also got another problem in here in the shed. I got to get batteries for the old remote here on the TV. I turned it on. I can't turn it off because it's one of those Roku TVs. So that's a problem. I'm going to have to find batteries and shut this off. But I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. Pretty peaceful. Part of the reason I wanted to get out here is because of the rain. It's always great to hear the rain on the roof. It's just peaceful. Kind of old school shed vibes before I did YouTube in here. Now, normally, I'll let you in on a secret. I have the fireplace going, and sometimes you can hear a crackling fire. And that's usually because I'm using the YouTube. I'm using a crackling fire. So it's the ambiance. You kind of get that vibe. But tonight, no. But you can visually see it. And I got to look at this dust. I got to clean the shed. Now that it's getting cooler, I'll definitely do that. I got stuff all over. We'll be putting the heating on in here before you know it. Anyway, I'm going to go finish this bowl. I'm undecided. I can't decide. I don't even know what I said the first time around with this, but I guess we'll call this the second time around. I don't know. I don't know what we'll call this. Just a pipe chat? Who knows? Anyway, I guess I owe you a better video than this. Because this was This turned into horse poop real quick. All right, I'm out of here. Take care. See you guys soon.